together. Like KDX MLOC, like fanfiction.
Sure,
Yeah, and that's the top fanfiction of this fucking movie. Like the top, like it's like has the most views. When I actually look for like actual like canon,
fanfiction has much of any relation to the actual content. None whatsoever.
It kind of does.
If you look at top Harry Potter fanfiction, it's all gonna be like gay Ron and Harry shit.
No, but hear me out. Like,
Fortunately,
I'm talking about like if you look for actual like let's like get the canon like KDX Jade, it is so minuscule compared to this fanfiction. Like the actual canon related, because people like love that gay shit, right? They love fanfiction.
You can say the same thing for Harry Potter. Like if you look at the fanfiction fucking Harry X Ron shit, you know, it's
so
gay as hell, and it's much more substantive than any of the straight relationships that Harry had throughout the series, or really anyone had throughout the series.
Yeah,
so I don't think fanfiction is a decent metric in any way.
No, hear me out. But why isn't the fanfiction the top? Why isn't the canon lesbian relationship the top fanfictions? Like
Because that's what people want.
No, that's what people want. They want like lesbian, like, but it's canon. It actually exists within the fictional universe. Like,
wait, fanfiction is not canon. That's kind of the point.
I mean, like the relationship. I'm not talking about fanfiction. Like, I'm talking about like you know when you're mentioning about the Harry Potter, Ron X, whatever. Because I never. Yeah, people like that. So why
people
isn't
don't write about relationships that were written about in like the series? They just don't. Like, there's no Harry and I don't remember who the fuck he was with. There was someone, Cho Chang, I think. There's no Harry and Cho Chang fanfiction.
Probably, but still, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if they want the gay stuff, why isn't the gay stuff the top list?
It wasn't nearly as substantive as like any other fanfictions for any other pairings.
Right. I mean, I'm just saying that, like, but like that's just my point. I guess it's at the end of the day, like, it's not gonna fucking like matter really. They're just gonna move on to the next genre, like, and like push up that agenda that we're inclusive and diverse, and we love everybody regardless of fucking gender or fucking sexual orientation. Like, I agree if you want to push out a message, like, do it in a way that, like, means actually true, because, like, funny enough, there is a movie novelization of this fucking movie, like, and then, like, it was $5 on Amazon, so, like, I got a gift card for, like, $5, I guess I can just spend it, so I bought it, because, like, you know, I like the movie, it was pretty cool, like, I want to read, like, because I haven't read any fucking books, like, I think the last book I read was Brave New World. That's it.
Oh god.
That was the last one I read.
I can't really blame you. I'd kind of put you off books in general, but
when I read
some genuinely good ones.
But when I read this one, hey, guess what? None of the aforementioned fucking lesbian like hints were there. There's no like, hey, all the dialogue for some reason about like her and Jade like being together was cut off.
I mean, I believe you. Like, I believe that Netflix being Netflix, them being corporate, and with those monetary concerns of needing to cut it for countries that are less open-minded, they, at the very, like, from the absolute best perspective of them, like, giving them the most benefit of the doubt possible, which I'm not saying that I'm doing here. I'm not doing that. But from that perspective, I can see that they might have definitely needed to like lessen the relationship as much as possible, so that it's only visible in scenes where it's explicitly like stated and cuttable.
Right, and I guess that's the point too.
That, I think, has more to do with the fact that they're an international company and they have to deal with those other regulations.
No, but
so
this
they're
is
just
like
trying to make it appeal to as wide an audience as possible.
But the book is mainly U.S. based. It's not like
I'm talking about the book now.
My bad.
Jesus Christ! I thought we were still talking about the show.
No, the movie.
or whatever it is.
The movie. Yeah, no. When I bought the book,
Didn't know there was a book.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a book either, and it's under a different name. It's called Connected, and then like they just slap on a whatchamacallit sticker based on the movie The Mitchells versus the Machines. I was like, all right, like, so this means it's a movie novelization. I mean, like it's everything that plays out in the movie is going to be like within this book. So I'm reading it, right? I'm reading the entire thing. Everything is nearly the same. With the key fucking words, nearly. What I just don't get is like the whole affirmation, like, hey, like Jade and Katie are together. It's not there. Even when like the dialogue, like there was a scene where like, okay, in the movie,
see.
Yeah, no, like
I think I finally actually get your point, as opposed to just pretending I do.
When I looked it up, okay, so there's a scene where like she's talking to her dad. Her dad is going to cancel her plane ticket, and they're gonna do a cross-country road trip to California. So, in the scene, she's talking about like it's a problem. Like I met all these cool friends. Well, in the actual like movie film, right? There's this one particular dialogue that's cut out of the book, and it's like for some reason it's not there in the movie novelization. It's like there's this cool named Jade, and like we just like all this stuff, and everyone just gets me. And then like there's a mixer, and like in the book. It's not there. There's just a mixer.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of getting lost now. How does this apply to whatever you're trying to say?
What I was saying is like, why
what
do
is
you
your
cut
core
out?
point, and how does this apply? Like, pretend this is a thesis.
I'm sorry. What applies particularly to this is that like that everything that was mentioned about the whole lesbian relationship is essentially cut off from this book. That's mainly for U.S. market. It's not for like the international market. It's not for fucking like places like in China and India, not India, China and Russia, because why mainly a U.S. based like company making a book about a movie that like has specific like implied that these two characters are together? Why get rid of that?
Wait, a book about a movie or a movie about a book?
Like it's the book, but it's based on the movie because the movie came
So
out
it's
first.
a book about a movie.
Yeah.
That
I wish I could explain it more than
books
I
aren't really
already sounds.
culture
I know it sounds
at the moment.
complicated.
Books aren't really popular culture at the moment, so it's much more difficult to examine the cultural impact of a book in the public's eye.
Probably. I don't know. I guess that's my fucking rant.
Probably a good rant for the day. Yeah, probably a good place to end.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain it the best way I could. I can just say that like, none of the...
If either of us were sober, this would probably end much better, right?
Probably.
Exactly.
I had too many fucking beers at this point.
Look, it's my Friday, and I just finished my work at like 9:30. It's 10:30 now. I'm fucking tapped as far as
I'm
thinking
down, so
goes.
I'm probably gonna get out tonight. But at least someone can agree with me on that statement. I guess I'm gonna leave. Everyone, good night.